Hello, I'm BMillzebub, and welcome to my channel. It's time for another day in the life live stream where I talk about stuff that happened to me in a day. Sure, some of you remember a couple of months back, I spent a few days in the hospital. I was diagnosed with a small bowel obstruction in my small bowel. Yeah, forgot to close Facebook. Oh well. So yeah, I spent a few days in the hospital for that. Basically, I was in a tremendous amount of pain, and what they basically had to constantly feed me painkillers because it was pure agony. I'm pretty much chronically in pain. I'm more or less never not in pain, but I mean this obstruction in my small bowel just cranked it up to 11. So basically what they did while I was still in the hospital, they shoved an NG tube up my nostril, which took the pain from 11 to 12. you know and it took them a day and a half, 2 days to drain all the bile from my stomach. I mean, it was bad. It was a lot. Hey, Purple, how you doing, buddy? But I mean, they got it cleared out, and earlier this week, yeah, today's Thursday. Earlier this week, I went into Columbus to the VA hospital there to get CT imaging done. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned on Twitter that they made me drink barium, which tastes awful, by the way. I mean, it is just a knockdown, drag out, miserable slugfest drinking that. Ironically, it's not the worst thing I've ever had to consume in my life. For all the veterans out there and current military members, that distinct honor still belongs to the Cheese Omelet MRE. But I mean, it's actually where that fun little bruise came from. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they think I might have been dehydrated that day, but they could not for the life of them find a vein to stick a needle in so they could put in IV contrast as well as the drinkable barium contrast. I mean, they got it eventually. It's just they bruised the hell out of both of my elbows, and they actually only stuck me twice. So big shout out to the CT crew at the VA that day for not just randomly drilling into my arm until they struck a vein. But that all got done, and they said I'd get appointments set up with a gastroenterologist, and it'd be telehealth, obviously, because there's really no seeing a doctor face to face anymore because of COVID. But today was that appointment. Before I went into work, I had a telehealth appointment with the gastroenterologist, and told me that my gut looked fine. There was no structural abnormality. I think the term he used was I don't remember. He said something about it being mechanically fine, which I thought was a weird way to put it. But I mean, that there doesn't seem to be any scarring or anything like that in my bowels. Is best guess. I mean, because it's impossible to find an answer now, because we're so far removed from the actual event, it's basically impossible to figure out what caused it. So it will forever be idiopathic, but his best guess is that I had some sort of viral infection that caused my bowel to become paralyzed and not move, uh, food through it, to be properly digested. So, that would stop everything in my gut and, would cause it to get backed up, which in turn, bile couldn't go through my system the way it was supposed to. And it backed up into my stomach, meaning I had to have the NG tube shoved up my nose and then, effectively have my stomach pumped. But that's the best guess right now. Yeah, so more likely than not, it's just a total one-off thing. It's not likely to ever happen to me again. Hopefully, it's not likely to ever happen to me again, because that was a misery I would much rather not revisit. But other than that, I don't know what the deal is with me lately. I've been constantly tired. It doesn't matter, how well rested I am from the night before. I could get a solid 8 hours of, excuse me, uninterrupted sleep. And I have a CPAP machine, so it's not like I'm not breathing anymore. So I'm not sure what it is that's causing me to be so tired so constantly. But, the chronic pain that I have in my legs and back and, my joints as well, my elbows, shoulders, and knees have been in more pain than usual lately too. I honestly have no idea what the hell the deal is with that, but I talked to the gastroenterologist a little bit about it, and he reminded me that it wasn't his area of expertise, but he would make a regular primary care doctor to keep her eye on. Stomach pump through the nose sounds like tons of fun. Oh yeah, if you have a really fucked up, perverse sense of fun, perp. But yeah, so my regular doctor is gonna make a note of it. Honestly, I think a fair amount of it is that my diet is just shit. I more or less am the stereotype of a single dude. I eat unhealthy food, a lot of red meat, a lot of greasy pizza, or other kind of greasy food like that. I get the feeling that if I changed my diet to something much healthier, probably need to cut back on drinking, even though I don't actually drink all that much. Not by comparison to what I did a few years ago before I even had this channel. Not a COVID cough, just have asthma. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Hey, Terry. Yeah, I'm thinking if I just improve my diet a little bit, cut out the red meat, or at least most of the red meat. I mean, how the hell am I supposed to say no to steak? Man, I don't think I could do it. But definitely cutting out the greasy shit. No more pizza, no more chicken wings or, you know, Jimmy John's marvelously unhealthy but delicious gargantuan sandwich. Even with, less mayo and vinegar and oils on it, it's still not a healthy thing to eat. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, Perp. I'm not gonna, completely eliminate the things I like. I'm still gonna eat the unhealthy crap now and again. Just I need to eat it less because it's almost a daily thing. So what I need to do is go grocery shopping and get healthy food, actually bother myself to prepare it. And, my health should begin to improve with that. Maybe it'll be enough to help out with the, chronic pain I've got, maybe cause it to lessen a bit. Because I'm also pretty sure I've been putting on weight this whole time, and that's just putting extra strain on my body that honestly I was having a little bit of trouble, handling structurally anyway. But I don't know. Maybe I could just further the precautionary measures and increase my knowledge and awareness by becoming a doctor. Best $20 I have ever spent in my life, hands down. I don't know if you can hear me while I'm wearing this thing. You probably can't understand what I'm saying, but this thing's cool, right? Could you actually understand me wearing that thing? I don't know. It's a fun little prop, a plague doctor mask. But yeah, that's really all I've got for this one. Like I said in my first, I think I said that in my first day in the life live stream. These are all pretty much very likely to be impromptu because they're talks about what I did during the day or what happened to me during the day that I feel like is, worth talking about, whether just to vent or because all of you might be interested. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here. Hopefully you're all enjoying the series so far still, whatever the case may be. A bit muffled, but could still understand. Okay. Yeah. I enjoy that thing. Seriously, that was a fantastic expenditure of $20. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one.